That's it. That's all I have to say. Stop. Husband, by completing all of his pre-planned fall media tours.
And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University in September, and people are taking selfies.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same gift. Grit. It has been
Just when we all thought Erika Kirk's behavior couldn't possibly get any weirder, she went and recreated the exact tent where Charlie was killed at AmFest so that people could take selfies like it was some kind of attraction. And if that feels disturbing, you're not alone. Insiders say Charlie's own sister Mary was disgusted when she saw this, because this clearly wasn't about honoring Charlie. It was about turning his death into a spectacle and profit.
So people are posting their selfies in the Charlie Kirk death booth that they set up at the TPUSA conference, and they're tagging him in it. Because that's what I want to do, is I want to smile for a selfie in a recreation of a book where someone was assassinated.
And you know what else is crazy? This traveling Turning Point tent has stayed up longer than Charlie's actual crime scene, which was immediately demolished, cleared, and rebuilt before anyone could even start asking the obvious questions. None of this is normal, not even a little, but it gets even weirder. The entire AmFest had these weird ritualistic vibes, and once you notice it, you can't unsee it. Erika once again walked out to pyrotechnics, looking happier than ever. Then you've got the strange symbolism, triangles everywhere, swirling pentagrams, and a dark figure in the middle. Then there was Ben Shapiro attacking Christians and calling them charlatans and conspiracy theorists. Nicki Minaj's bizarre appearance, Erika openly alluding to her grift, and even hinting at foreknowledge of what happened to Charlie. None of it felt random. In fact, a lot of people are saying the entire AmFest gathering looked like a Freemasonic ritual. So let's break down exactly what happened at AmFest 2025 and why Charlie's sister finally decided to speak out against Erika. Because when you zoom out and connect the dots, the picture gets a lot darker.
He deeply mattered on a multitude of levels. So much so that it proved even more once he was assassinated.
So there are new reports circulating right now saying that Charlie Kirk's sister, Mary, was left completely shocked and disturbed by Erika's latest stunt at AmFest. And according to one insider, Mary feels like this wasn't accidental at all. Instead, it feels that Erika was disrespecting and even mocking Charlie on purpose. The insider also said that Erika and her sister-in-law have little in common, and added that Erika seems to be estranged from Charlie's family. Now, once you actually break down what went on at AmFest, when you look at the visuals, the staging, the tone, it starts to feel less like a coincidence and more like something else, something intentional. And Charlie's sister has a point. It really does feel like they were mocking Charlie and his assassination right out in the open. So first there was that replica of the tent where Charlie lost his life in the most brutal way.
The first thing that's happening is grief. And you can see from behind me, this is a recreation of the tent where Charlie Kirk lost his life at Utah University in September, and people are taking selfies with it. You can see all around people are saying, like, for Charlie. They're wearing replicas of the shirt that Charlie Kirk was wearing when he was killed.
And to think that this is something Erika herself approved. And get this, they not only recreated the exact tent, but they also set up a ring light and encouraged people to take selfies next to photos of Charlie. And right next to that tent, there was a merch stall, because nothing says, "I love Charlie," like a big wad of cash. And nothing screams values like a murder-themed selfie booth. A lot of people were outraged over this, and they took to social media to call out Erika for blatantly mocking Charlie's death, all while profiting off it in the most shameless way possible. One user on X said, "How was Erika Kirk even able to be anywhere near this? How was she able to be okay with this even being there? If she is so destroyed about his murder that she is constantly crying still, how did this not drop her to the floor in sobs? This is sick, and she's just performing." And someone else wrote, "I couldn't believe this was real. So I fact-checked it. It's 100% real. Nothing says healing like a ringlit selfie in a murder tent replica. This is beyond parody. Between this and Erika's bizarre stagecraft, someone needs to tell TPUSA none of this is normal." Well, speaking of Erika's bizarre stagecraft, there were so many weird moments during her appearance at AmFest that the whole thing really felt like a mockery of everything Charli stood for. So here's Charli saying Nicki Minaj is a bad role model.
Minaj, Cardi B.
Okay, Nicki Minaj is causing dads to leave the home.
Hold on a second. I don't think that's a good role model for 18-year-old black girls. I don't.
And then here's Erika gushing over Nicki at AmFest.
I love this woman. She's an amazing woman. She has a soul and a heart for the Lord.
But that's not even the worst part. Check out Erika saying once he was assassinated while talking about Charli during her speech at AmFest.
Proved even more once he was assassinated. Once he was assassinated. Once he was assassinated.
So she says once, and doesn't once imply anticipation, like something you're waiting for, something you expect to happen. It's just a strange choice of words. Now, of course, this doesn't prove Erika had foreknowledge of the assassination. Maybe it's just how she talks, and let's be honest, we've already seen she's not exactly the most eloquent speaker. But here's the thing, it still felt off to a lot of people, especially when you realize this wasn't the only Freudian slip Erika made at AmFest. There was also that moment when Erika accidentally used the word grift instead of grit while describing Charli's work. Erika was honoring a student named Caleb when she dropped the word grift before laughing it off and blaming it on having a long day.
Despite the devastating loss of Charlie Kirk, my incredible husband at UVU, Caleb has persisted with the same gift. Grit. It has been a long day.
And you already know the moment that clip hit X, alarm bells went off immediately. People were calling it the greatest Freudian slip of all time and asking, at what point does a word slip stop being an accident? Because to a lot of people, that wasn't just a mistake. It felt like a mask slipping. But believe it or not, it gets even darker. A lot of people also felt the AmFest had these sinister, almost ritualistic vibes. They pointed out the strange symbolism, like those high-resolution triangles, the swirling pentagram-like shapes, with a dark, mysterious figure hovering in the center of the circle.
We're gonna crank the volume all the way up. One of the most powerful words in the English language is the word no. Look at the turning point events that get bigger and bigger and larger every year. No one is above the law. Because America is not a place. America is a people. America is a country. America is a nation. Welcome to the Second American Revolution.
Now let's zoom in on that symbol from the start of the video. What exactly is this black figure supposed to represent? For a group that claims to be Christian, all this symbolism just doesn't line up. If TUSA is supposed to represent Christian values, why does it look like the exact opposite? But that's not all. People also noticed that the AmFest logo for Turning Point contains 33 stars, the number that holds significant symbolic meaning in Freemasonry. Now remember when Kash Patel kept repeating that they caught Charli's alleged shooter in 33 hours?
The suspect was taken into custody at 10 p.m. local time. In less than 36 hours, 33 to be precise. In 33 hours, we have made historic progress for Charli.
Dr. Patel, there's been so many conspiracy theories swirling around about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Do you have any updates for us, especially in light of all the online content that everyone's been talking about?
The only thing we deal with at the FBI and the Department of Justice is facts, and we delivered at record speed a manhunt to capture Charlie Kirk's alleged assassin in 33 hours.
Like, why did he keep going on and on about 33 hours? Oh, and get this, TPUSA is now bragging that exactly 33,000 people attended AmFest. So when you start putting all of this together, the replica of the tent, Erika's slips, the stagecraft, the dark symbolism, it becomes pretty clear why so many people are saying AmFest felt. Almost like Charli's death wasn't being honored, but mocked. Someone on X wrote, "It doesn't get more morbid than a recreation of the tent he was assassinated in at AmFest for photo opportunities. If it was a murder mystery, the elements of serial killing, ritualistic symbolism, a shrine to relive the power you have over the victim's memory while taunting the disbelievers to catch the murderer are all there." And another user added, "They killed him, and this is a humiliation ritual."
We have the most amazing Turning Point USA family. They've rallied around myself, my children, and, chosen family is everything. And then, of course, we're blessed